I did not hear you, sir.
Elias from Doctor.
Elias.
Daniel Gabriel.
From aboard.
I'm very glad to see your faces on the screen, and I'm very happy and proud to see young people working that hard for our cause, and especially to the latest achievement in Gabriel. God bless you and keep on working, and we are all behind you. We'd like to see more of your work across the country and across the world. You've done a wonderful job with the rest of the group, and Daniel, you did a fantastic job by running from one place to other to accomplish what we need. Hopefully you will succeed with the rest of your work towards Gabriel.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you,
Johnny, please, what we want you to do is after you have finished your meeting, which unfortunately I could not join you, as you know, due to my health problem. Hopefully to see you soon, and hopefully we'll read all the results of the meetings. And thank you very much. I do not have any questions except the words of encouragement to what you are doing, and the plants that were the seeds that were planted before. It looks like now it's growing up and flourishing, and hopefully you continue with that. Thank you very much.
Mr. Elias Afram, I'm very glad that I heard your voice again. You've been earlier a guest on the Spotlight. I'm very glad to hear from you again.
Thank you, Maya. Unfortunately, the vibration on the internet, it's very vibrating. I couldn't really, comprehend all the
I know.
mentioned on the screen because of the vibration.
Oh, well, let me tell you a good news here. You can watch it on the YouTube, Suryoyosat YouTube. You can watch the show.
Thank you, Maya.
All right. Thank you, Elias. Nice to hear from you. God bless you.
Tony.
Yeah, we continue the Gabriel case.
The Gabriel issue. I haven't seen Elias Afram for a very long time, so it's good to hear his voice.
Yeah.
But back to the case. The monastery, just to reiterate, we have won the boundary case, which is phenomenal news. We do not know whether the villagers that surround the monastery will appeal the case. We believe they will not, but you never know. You know, this is Turkey. These are villagers that really wanted this land in the first place. So, but there's a victory that's important. So there's still 3 more cases, and they will take place soon. The Treasury case, which was a claim for around about 24 hectares of land. They looked for parcels of land. They wanted parcels of land for the monastery. I think it was 12 parcels of land, adding up to 24 hectares. That case will occur on the 17th, I believe. Yep, 17th of June. Now, the officials from the Treasury Department actually visited the monastery just a couple of days ago. Mm-hmm. They went with the judge and they all looked at the land that was being claimed. We believe that the discussions went well, but all the people that were there were people that were interested in the case, so including the Department of Treasury who were demanding the land in the first place, and also some witnesses and of course the officials from the monastery as well. So we believe that we may be in a good position to argue a good case for the Treasury claim. We don't know what will happen on the 17th, but we are reasonably confident in that case. Then there is still the forestry cases, and that is a different ball game. We do not know what will happen with the forestry case. That still involves some 34 hectares of land. That case will take place on the 24th of June. It's very difficult to win that case. There is not much precedent in Turkey for winning that type of case where the forestry department claims that they want the land for agricultural use. The Armenians have lost those cases before. The Greeks have lost those cases before.
Oh.
And they've had to appeal to the European Commission of Justice in order to win back their land. It's very difficult, but we're going to fight, and that's on the 24th. And then there's also the other case, which is against Malfono Kyriakos, because he's the head of the monastery, and that's for the head of the foundation, which is the monastery, and that's in relation to building the wall. And that case will also take place on the 24th of June. So there's more happening. We continue to be in dialogue with the monastery. The important thing is we've won one case, which is fantastic, and we thank all of our people around the world. No matter many people have done just a little bit, which has helped to get this victory. The monastery people have done a phenomenal job, and we'll continue to keep everyone updated.
It's great, really great news, and I think you have all the hearts of our people joining in one hope and one pray that
absolutely
something's going to happen in order to keep our sacred places.
Absolutely, and I think it's important also just to say, sorry Maya, but that this is part of the work that we need from our people. So there's many people out there that could help us with this. You know, that if you're interested in this type of issue, human rights and property rights and discrimination and these type of issues, then come and help us. And if you're interested, there is still much more to be done. The monastery is just one small facet of this.
Yes.
There's still many other villages out there. Could be your village that's being impacted by this.
Yes.
And there's at least 15 other villages.
Before that. This is only the start.
It's only the start. So if you're keen on politics, if you're interested in human rights, if you're interested in property rights, then again, contact us. Let us know that you're willing to help and that you're serious about helping, because as you mentioned, this is volunteer work. Okay, we do this in our spare time. That 3 minutes we have at 2 a.m. in the morning, that's what we do. But it's really important that people come forward for this.
I mean, this hard work, it could be much easier when you have more hands put together with you. That's obvious, and what is needed more to make our people move than losing our sacred places. It's the number 2 genocide, I believe.
Oh, it stands for itself that many hands make light work, as they say in English, right? So the more people we have, the easier it is for all of us to do the work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like we don't want to go through number 2 or a 2nd genocide, because it's so important for us. This monastery is so important. Absolutely. You know, Daniel, I was hearing the other day from people. We were talking about the late show on the for the monastery, and then how Turkey wants to drive people out to leave the place, this sacred place that's been living in for many years, doing nothing. Peaceful people just praying and worshiping God. And I got a question, and I really wanted to put it in front of you. How is it, like you're an international lawyer, what about the image of Turkey trying now to get to the EU, the European Union? When I mean, it's so it's not understandable. It's so accurate that Turkey is trying to take this sacred place of a minority, unprotected minority, at the same time claiming it's a modern country, democratic country who wants to go in the European Union.
You're 100% right, because a lot of people ask me the same question. They say to me, it just doesn't make sense. Why is Turkey doing this? Why? And we talked about it last time as well, that there's a lot of people that would say that if Turkey is so serious about joining the EU, then why is it taking action against human rights, against certain minority groups in the country, and in fact showing itself as not believing in human rights, not believing in property rights, not believing in equality?
Giving the opposite image.
Exactly right. So why would it intentionally hurt itself if it's trying to get into the EU? That's the question that is constantly asked. And there's many different factors for this. I mean, Turkey is a very complex